us feel, and all of us, the joyous feel, Viksit Bharat 2047. So I think we all are waiting for that joy of Viksit Bharat 2027. So let's pledge for the birth of this Viksit Bharat, and that Viksit Bharat should be a healthy Bharat. Now when I talk about these details about these three nutrients for a healthy Viksit Bharat, what is more important to understand first? What is health? It's not just, WHO defines health not only a physical well-being. It includes physical, complete physical, mental, social well-being, not only free from disease or having any infirmities. So what we need for that? It is not just the relationship of patient with the doctor, patient in the hospital, or the patient in the medicine. It is much beyond that. A paradigm shift is seen in the form where the health is moved from wellness to the well-being. So here we are looking for the holistic well-being in the future as a healthy India 2047. So what is important for that? First we have to look at what will be the demographic profile at 2047. It's not like that infectious disease, the maternal mortality, the infant mortality, which are the prevailing health problem, may be taken care of over a period of the time. So when we look at the Vision 47, it is a non-communicable diseases like cancer, chronic kidney disease, heart disease, and many others, which will take into shape because of the worsening lifestyle of the Indian, now I'm talking about India. If you look at the developed country, you know the developed countries are not facing the problem of your infectious disease, infant mortality, and the maternal mortality. What they are facing is a non-communicable disease. And addressing toward the non-communicable disease, the first mean is improve the lifestyle. And that means the diet, exercise, yoga, and meditation, our traditional way of preventing the diseases. So I still feel the Ayush in this field is an extensive role in future if you want to shape up the health of the India. And I talk about the second thing is the environmental cleaning. And the Prime Minister initiative in the form of green fuel, green energy, green farming, green mobility, green building is definitely making a suitable breathing environment to have a disease-free India over a future vision and 2047. Now coming to talk about the detail of each nutrient, the first is the robust, accessible and affordable healthcare delivery system. What we mean, don't we have a robust healthcare system as of now? Yes, we do have a robust healthcare system, and the government is taking lots of initiative to make it more robust. But what we are lacking today is an accessibility and affordability of these healthcare systems. So I feel that we have to strive hard that we should be able to make these healthcare delivery system very accessible, very affordable, and I think we all have proved during the COVID pandemic that nothing is impossible. Every nook and corner of the country was able to receive the COVID care. So I think we can take an example from that, and we should focus on the researches, innovation, and incorporate the technology in future in order to have a sustained and affordable, accessible healthcare delivery system. Now, another problem is that the limited access to the medical facility in the rural area. We look at the 75% population of India is still living in the rural areas, and they have to walk around 100 kilometers moving toward that. And the telemedicine, teleconsultation has definitely played a vital role. I think toward the vision toward a healthy India, Viksit Bharat, we have to stress a lot on the telemedicine, teleconsultation, and of course the AI-based technologies. If I talk about the artificial intelligence-based technology in the gynecology, I know the screening for cervical cancer, we are doing the colposcopy based on the cloud-based imaging. The peripheral health worker just catches the images over there, and the doctor sitting at the tertiary healthcare center can give the reporting and can give the answers how this can be addressed. And I think that is the need of the hour, to deliver a healthcare system every nook and the corner of the country. And therefore, the technological advancement is of prime importance here. Now, another challenge is the shortage of the skilled healthcare person. I think if I talk about the remote care, then this can be dealt with a lot with a limited skilled person. It still can be addressed. But what else? We can potentially collaborate with the healthcare practitioners in India and abroad even to obtain a sustainable and permanent solution to this stage. How it can be, we know now the Zoom platform and many other web platforms are available by which we can not only incorporate the surgical management, the medical management, but also the learning objectives can also be satisfied very much with this. If I look now, the conferences of workshop, the robotic surgeries are being performed sitting the masters there in the abroad and the surgeries being performed here. So that is the way we look at the healthcare development in future, and our youth having the intelligent mind definitely can do this miracles, thinking about that, how the computer education, how the robust medical education, how the biotechnology and how the bioinformatics can help into this field to take care of our shortage of the healthcare system and some limitations on the healthcare delivery systems. So coming to the second aspect, that is the comprehensive medical education. What we understand by the comprehensive medical education system, if we look at the Indian medical graduate as of now, they are just learning, reading for 5 years and then preparing postgraduate exams and just doing something with a no knowledge, having lots of knowledge but no skills on that. The skill-based comprehensive medical education where all the 4 elements are taught is vital for all these things, and for that we are still facing the challenges of faculty training program. So there needs to be a robust faculty training program to incorporate this. And the third is the research in the field of health sciences. I already discussed it. Robust research in the form of bioinformatics, biotechnology, genetics and stem cell therapy can definitely bring a new breakthrough on the development of the new technologies. I just want to conclude my thing at the end that I see India in 2047 from the health perspective, a nation where the health disparity a thing of the past, a nation where the individual have access to the world-class healthcare, a nation that not only benefit but also contributes significantly to the global health perspective, and the future where health is not a privilege but it is must for all. So I just end up with one small poetry. ये मेरा देश है, ये मेरा देश है, मेरा अपना विकसित भारत है हमारा सपना, सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास, सबका प्रयास है प्रधानमंत्री जी का आह्वान। ऐ मेरे युवा सींच कर पोषक रूपी अनुसंधानों से पलने दो, बढ़ने दो इस गर्भ में, न रुको न थको विकसित भारत के उत्थान के, बस बढ़ते चलो अपने लक्ष्य की ओर, एवं स्वस्थ विकसित भारत को जन्म को दो ये अंजाम। धन्यवाद।
Thank you very much, Dr. Jabvan. India spends around 2.1% of the GDP on healthcare. Heart defects are some of the major issues that India faces as the biggest challenge, and Kerala is one of the states which spends highest amount on health expenditure. So now the panel is open for discussion. If you have any question, please. Mic, please. आप अपना नाम पहले बताइए और आप।
मेरा नाम डॉक्टर संदीप गांधी है। मैं कलिका विश्वविद्यालय नया रायपुर से हूँ। ये बताइए, किसी भी विकसित देश में कितने मरीजों के ऊपर एक डॉक्टर उपलब्ध होता है और भारत में अभी अनुपात क्या है? और जिस तरीके से भारत की जनसंख्या बढ़ रही है और नेशनल मेडिकल काउंसिल एमबीबीएस की सीटें नहीं बढ़ा रहा है, तो क्या ये 2047 तक हमें विकसित देश के बराबर अनुपात में जा पाएंगे? ये मेरा प्रश्न है।
तरीके से कुछ देना विकसित भारत हमारा एक सपना है, हमें एक स्टेप आगे बढ़ना है और धीरे धीरे आगे बढ़ते चले जाना है। यदि मैं बात करूँ विकसित देशों की, तो विकसित देशों में पेशेंट एंड डॉक्टर्स का जो रेशियो है वो ऑलमोस्ट 3:1 और 6:1 की रेंज में है। यदि हम इंडिया में हमें देखें तो हमारी पॉपुलेशन बहुत ज़्यादा है और हेल्थ केयर स्किल्ड पर्सन कम है, तो रेशियो वेरिएबल है डिफरेंट स्टेट्स में। यदि हम केरला में देखें, यहाँ पे मैटरनल मॉर्टेलिटी इन्फेंट मॉर्टेलिटी बहुत कम है, वहाँ पे हम ऑलमोस्ट विकसित देश के बराबर हैं। लेकिन अदर स्टेट्स में देखें जैसे आसाम, जहाँ पर हेल्थ केयर स्टेटस इज नॉट वेरी गुड, वहाँ पे रेशियो 1:100 भी हो सकता है। तो मुझे लगता है इस रेशियो को ठीक करने के लिए सबसे पहले हमें पॉपुलेशन कंट्रोल करना होगा और ये लक्ष्य है कि हम यदि प्रूव करना चाहें कि हमारे पास यदि डॉक्टर और पेशेंट का रेशियो जो है वो भले ही इम्बैलेंस्ड है, लेकिन हमने कोविड-19 में देखा है कि डॉक्टर और पेशेंट का रेशियो से ज़्यादा मैटर करता है डॉक्टर्स का डेडिकेशन टुवर्ड द पेशेंट। यदि डॉक्टर्स डेडिकेटेड हैं, हेल्थ केयर वर्कर्स डेडिकेटेड है, तो रेशियो मायने नहीं रखता सर। और यही बुलंद आवाज़ है हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर की, सब साथ चलो, सब प्रयास करो और हम विकसित इंडिया को जरूर ऑपरेट करेंगे।
Rajiv Prakash, Director, IIT Bhilai. So thank you, madam. As you said very well, just I will add your point here. When COVID came, many countries they started saying that if it is happening in India, where the ratio is very poor of doctor versus patients, this will happen, that will happen, but nothing happened because what you said, the dedication of the doctors, really, we salute this. My request are suggestions like this. If possible, can we have some targets with comparison to other developed nations? Because we have examples. Many European nations, US, Japan, like nations, they have their vision plan, how they got the developed nation status. So if we have some targets, and today in the discussion, certainly it is the first discussion, everything will not come in this discussion. But if we can put some target points, and let's discuss here among us how we are going to meet or achieve in those directions, will be better. And also in this way it will get a hint point or notes and tips for other institutes to fix such mission or the I should say vision and roadmap further for 2047. So it will be really helpful, especially for the health science.
Sir, my request is...
My question is, do we have plans ready to meet such pandemics like Corona pandemic we had, COVID we got? So whether we are ready?
Well, I think on this issue we are of course not yet ready, but our plans are in the momentum, and maybe in a very short while we are going to get to that. And then if you look at the goals, of course it is very important we should have a short-term goal and we should have a long-term goal. So the long-term goal for the Viksit Bharat are definitely there in the Prime Minister's book. I may not be aware about that, but what I know from the perspective, we have the SDG goals, that we should achieve the infant mortality to less than 1 digit. We should have a stillbirth rate to a single digit. We should have the maternal mortality to be in the 2 digits like this. So there are many goals regarding the research and development also. So I think these short-term goals are going to take away through the long-term goals of achieving the Viksit Bharat by 2047.
Thank you. Now what we do is we will the rest of the questions we take it from in the common interface. Okay. And my request to you is that kindly be specific on your questions instead of having the long preface. Now I invite Dr. Rajesh Ingle. Sir, my request to you is that you have to use this side of the podium. First, Madam will introduce you.
Now, as we move on to our second theme, that is innovation technology, we have with us Dr. Rajesh Ingle, who is Dean Academics Professor in Computer Science and Engineering at International Institute of Information Technology, Naya Raipur. Dr. Ingle will be speaking upon elevating innovation, empowering youth in digital transformation. Please, sir.
Thank you, madam. Good morning. Honorable Governor, Honorable Secretary, Honorable Vice Chancellors, faculty members and dear participants. A very good morning, and first of all let me express my sincere gratitude for this opportunity. Today I will talk about empowering youth in digital transformation, mainly speaking about innovation, technology. So I would like to highlight two important obvious parameters known to all of us, as it was highlighted by our Honorable Prime Minister also. The first one is that the strength of our country was highlighted, and that is a big reason why we are here, the young population. And we all know why we are talking about it, because the young population of India is 20%. If you look at the overall world, the 20% young population is in India today. The second parameter for what I am standing here is that information technology is going to play a critical role in achieving the economic success and even what we are trying to reach by Viksit Bharat by 2047, right? So I strongly believe that harnessing the potential of these two parameters is important to achieve Viksit Bharat by 2047. And what are things we have achieved? So our government has also taken several initiatives in this direction. For example, digital payment system. We all have seen the success of it in last few years. DigiLocker, COVID app, and even our Honorable Prime Minister mentioned about few other initiatives like Digital India Abhiyan. And just recently, last year, even toward digital currency was launched. And the digital currency pilot project that was named as Digital Rupee was launched on December 2022 successfully within a closed user group. And I was actually had an opportunity to interact with few of this industry as well. And I think we have a promising research from that. So soonly we will see that UPI to actually many transactions we will be doing using digital currency, our own digital currency. And that is going to be a very important milestone, I think, for India to achieve digital transformation. So I am saying that we have already achieved something and we are on the path to achieve the goal what our Prime Minister has actually given us today as well. So however, we still need to address several challenges to reach out our goal of Viksit Bharat by 2047. Now, there are many, but I would like to pay your attention to two important challenges. In the interest of time, I am just talking two because there are many and I think the panelists will cover others. So I would like to pay your attention to two important challenges, that is digital divide and high-end technology research on futuristic technology. So if you look at the first one, digital divide, people who do not have access to the digital world will be handicapped and they will be left out, right? Now if you look at the planet Earth, what is the population? Today morning you check the world clock, I checked it, it is 8 billion plus something. Now the question comes to my mind when you talk about digital divide, how many of them have access to the internet? Now it is 5.18 billion have access to the internet. That clearly means that 2.9 billion unconnected people across the globe. Now you may ask the question, what about the Indian status? Now whatever 144 crore, out of that there are many different surveys, right? So we may cite one, but more or less if you see, 67 crore plus people do not have access to the internet. Now which is the big digital divide one need to address. Now you come back and if you want to say the statistics about how many youth do not have access to it. The worldwide, I think the UNICEF and the IPU, as per the UNICEF and ICU study, 2 years back. Now what report is there? 2.2 billion children and young people aged 25 years or less did not have access to the internet connection at home, right? Have access to the internet, and I think during COVID, I think this pandemic period, we all have realized how to actually have internet, how it is important to have internet access at home. So finding innovative solutions to connect the unconnect is very important, and that will be the focus what we can see for next few years. If you see, that tells the advancement of the country. Starting with having the internet access is very important. Now look at our state. Suppose if you see at our state, Chhattisgarh, many community persons, if you go remote, I think you, Vice Chancellor, and we have been discussing, right, Bastar and other area, they don't know how to read and write. Now how do we take them on board? That is a challenge, so we have to act local. Okay, so now connecting these people is a challenge. So what we need to make technology inclusive. Now at IIIT Naya Raipur, we are working on building people-centric technology. We are working on Facebook project. Facebook is there for all of us. But the people who cannot read and write, how can they use Facebook? So we are talking about using Facebook and an gateway so that the people can have access to the internet. They can speak. Using that, actually we can get them on board, not necessarily text-based. We are working on Gondi machine translation and local language translation system, to name a few. So another question comes to my mind when we look at it. There are many languages getting obsolete. Right? There are 32 plus languages are there. And many of the people are actually speaking other languages and they have forgotten their language. I don't think it is correct as a personally. So the question comes to my mind, how to leverage technology to ensure our local languages and heritage and ensure that it is not lost. So that is also a milestone what we can look at the state level. So I would like to suggest 3 possible solutions in this direction. One, IT infrastructure to the last mile. We need to ensure that. Second, implementing that in our syllabuses and ensuring that the digital skills are important. Many people in their domain, they know a lot of things. But if they don't have digital skills, they are not employable. Right? Very important point, like earlier we used to talk about soft skills. But I think digital skills are very important, and all this, in addition to general skills, we need to incorporate that in our education system. The last one I would like to highlight here, high-end research in futuristic IT technology. So all these research institutes what we have, we need to focus on all these emerging areas where we talk about AI, ML, or edge computing, Internet of Things, blockchain technology, augmented reality, virtual reality, robotics process automation, digital twins, cyber security, and many more to come forward. Right? Quantum computing, I mean, all of us can think about it. We need to actually do research and be the pioneer in that so that we can start giving solutions for the society. So let's unite our efforts to support our youth in their journey towards shaping a more innovative, technologically advanced and digitally inclusive Viksit Bharat. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Dinesh. I would just like to add that there are encouraging figures also, like India is now ranked 40th out of the 132 among the most top innovative economies, which is a considerable rise in its rank in the Global Innovation Index 2023 published by WIPO. India held the rank of 81 in 2015. This is a very marked increase in the rank of the India in the Global Innovation Index. If there are any questions from the audience to our panelists.
I have a question.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr.
डॉक्टर ऑर्थो आयुर्वेदिक तेल और कैप्सूल्स।